It's Nolan. Run up the check, run up the check. I need my money, more power, respect. Ride through the city, protecting my name. Nobody gon' play me, I come for your neck. Run up the check, run up the check. If you tryna talk, come at me correct. I'm about to kick up my feet on my desk. I bought at the mall till nothing was left. Run up the check, run up the check. I need my money, more power, respect. Ride through the city, protecting my name. Nobody gon' play me, I come for your neck. Run up the check, run up the check. If you tryna talk, come at me correct. I'm about to kick up my feet on my desk. I bought at the mall till nothing was left. Yeah, I'ma show you how I roll. Catch a lick and hit the stove. Gotta check and watch it blow. Saw your girl and now she chose. Baby, check the way I flow. Like my style, got plenty more. I got Spencer taste and clothes. You gon' need a promo code. I don't make apologies. I need queso, lots of cheese. Hit the club and find a star. I could pay the finest fee. Ain't no way you hide as me. Eliminate my rivalries. I pop up everywhere with money. I don't need no privacy. Run up the check, run up the check. I need my money, more power, respect. Ride through the city, protecting my name. Nobody gon' play me, I come for your neck. Run up the check, run up the check. If you tryna talk, come at me correct. I'm about to kick up my feet on my desk. I bought at the mall till nothing was left. Run up the check, run up the check. I need my money, more power, respect. Ride through the city, protecting my name. Nobody gon' play me, I come for your neck. Run up the check, run up the check. If you tryna talk, come at me correct. I'm about to kick up my feet on my desk. I bought at the mall till nothing was left. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everyone's doing well this evening. In this particular show, we're going to be getting into Glorilla with her album announcement, Glorious, with this release date. And we've got a new Glorilla song, Hold On, dropping tonight. All right. We're going to be getting into Shyne making his comment about everything going on with Diddy and his relationship with him. Because he was asked some questions. All right. We're also going to be getting into Nelly. Unfortunately for Nelly, he's being sued by his St. Lunatics comrades. They're saying that they need some money. Okay. They're suing him for copyright infringement from the debut album Country Grammar, which all of them pretty much pitched in allegedly to help write that album. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of loose concepts that they allegedly had within the camp. And Nelly was the star out of the group. Nelly was the star out of the guys. So they all pitched in to help come up with those hooks, come up with some of those rhymes that Nelly was spitting. And they said that they weren't properly compensated for their work. So it's about to get messy. All right. This is the year of the music copyright lawsuit. It's going crazy. Shit, year of the lawsuit, period. Niggas is getting fucked up in the courtroom. And we're going to get into all of that. All right. We're going to start the show with Glorilla first. As stated before, we've got the new album, Glorious, dropping. Here's the album cover. This is Glow. I saw some people online say this is giving Rihanna upon the replay era. And, you know, Rihanna actually is the most, she's the biggest anticipating person, I guess I could say. She's really looking forward to this Glorilla album. She's been giving her all the praise this year. So perhaps this is a bit of a tribute. Okay. But that's the album cover. You know what I mean? Which I think is an interesting juxtaposition because this is like very glam, very magazine-y, you know what I'm saying, for Glow. But the music that she's dropping is I'ma beat your ass. So, you know, I'm looking forward to it though. She's been giving us hype, upbeat, you know, ratchet shit all year, you know, elegant, more elevated ratchet shit than how she started though. I will say that. But let's get into it. So as of yet, let's see. Debut album is what they're calling it. So everything up until this point was, I guess, considered mixtapes. Full length Glorious will be out October 11th. So just a few weeks away. Here's a statement from Glorilla directly. She says, Glorious, the album dropping 10/11. So grateful to be sharing this with y'all. The rapper wrote on Instagram. The caption appeared beneath the reveal of the official album artwork, which I just showed y'all. She says, as a little treat, I'm blessing y'all with Hold On tonight at midnight. Okay, so new single. Glorilla already started the year off with standout singles Yeah Glow and Wannabe with Megan Thee Stallion, later remixed with Cardi B, which both appeared on her EP Everything, Everything. The release was followed up with TGIF, the summer scorcher she shared in June while on tour with Megan Thee Stallion. Hold On will be the latest addition to Glorilla's persistent run of singles, and TGIF has definitely been doing some things. Okay? And she's basically been creating moments for herself all year. She's doing a lot. She's staying consistent. She's not veering too far left or right from what it is that people seem to love about her, which is smart for this brand building year of hers. They say Glorious has been a long time coming. Glorilla's Grammy Award nominated breakthrough single FNF arrived in 2022, which set the stage for her home run collaboration with Cardi B on Tomorrow 2. In the 2 years since, the rapper has been keeping her eye on the prize and expanding her range. In an interview with Rolling Stone last year, she said, I don't want to be labeled as just a ratchet rapper. You know what I'm saying? I'm going for different vibes, stuff that everybody can relate to. Of course, I'm going to put my ratchet fun shit out because that's what I blew up with, but I want to actually talk to people, let them know I could talk some real shit. I could go gospel, I could do a little R&B. But when was that article published? Because I feel like she's kind of ventured away from that. This is from June last year. And I think a lot of things changed for her since that time. So I won't read too deep into that. In another quote, she says, I ain't gonna lie, I'm super nervous. I know people expect so much out of me. When they look at me, when they mention my name, they put me up there with the big dogs like Cardi, Nicki, Megan. I'm like, damn, I gotta deliver like them. This gotta be a Grammy nominated album, and it's going to be. She's putting her stamp on that. She says this will be Grammy nominated. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Okay, that's all we have currently on Glorilla. You know, we don't know all the features and things that we're going to be getting, but I'm sure in the next couple of weeks we'll be getting some sort of update right before it drops. I doubt she'll just do a surprise. Well, it won't be a surprise, but you know, an debut album release with no announcement on who else is on there. But nonetheless, I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure y'all are too. As insiders on the channel, I see a lot of positive feedback going towards Glorilla, and she's earned it. Okay? The last couple days, we've been talking about Diddy and his ongoing investigation with the feds. You know, federal racketeering charges, federal investigation is going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Racketeering, drugging motherfuckers, freak offs, baby oil, SA, threatening people, coercion. It's a lot. We've gone through it. I think we've read through a minimum of 30 pages this week of just all the foul shit this nigga got going on. You know what I'm saying? Witness tampering, the whole nine. After the Cassie lawsuit hit, he started hitting up his other victims like, hey, don't you get no motherfucking ideas, eh? Hey, don't you get no motherfucking ideas, eh? Trying to tell them what happened. Hey, this is how it happened. Don't tell me what happened. I'll tell you. Fuck you, nigga. Kiss dirt. Anyway, with all of that happening, of course, former associate Shyne is now getting some questions out there in Belize. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up a video of him talking about his relationship with Diddy as he sees it. And now, as he's seen it for years, he said Diddy ruined his life. Tried to defend him, and Diddy in turn ruined his life. So Shyne ain't pulling no punches at this point. I think everybody sees the opportunity to get this nigga out the fucking paint, and the people are going to do what needs to be done. Okay, we just got a lawsuit from Don. We got a lot going on with this Diddy shit, right? Cassie been seen outside, look like she living her best life now that nigga's behind bars. Like, shit is getting real out here. Let's go ahead and see what Shyne got to say.
When I was a 18-year-old kid, you know, just wanting to do nothing other than make my mother proud and make Belize proud and do what all of us want to do, be recognized for our talent and take over the world, I was defending him, and he turned around and called witnesses to testify against me, and he contributed. He pretty much sent me to prison. So that is the context by which you must always describe that relationship. Yes, I forgave, I moved on, but let us not pretend as if I was in Miami for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Well, I saw
and
you
that
spent a birthday with him once.
I
I saw a birthday
I
cake.
went again to do a charity event for impoverished youth in London. So let us not lose sight of what the cold hard facts are. This was not someone who I vacationed with and who he and I enjoyed this great intimate relationship of brotherhood. This is someone who destroyed my life and who I forgave and who I moved on, and for the better interest of Belize, because he was in a position at that time to give scholarships and to maybe invest. I would not deny attempting to bring the investment to Belize and to bring the contributions to education to Belize, but don't distort it as if, you know, he and I were bombali. This is someone that destroyed my life, but do I take any joy or any satisfaction with what he is going through? Absolutely not. I am different than maybe other people. No one needs to fail for me to succeed. No one needs to suffer for me.
In your at the height of your professional relationship, or thereafter through the reconciliation, when he was an instrumental part of promoting you through Revolt Media, were you aware of these freak off events, and were you aware of them? Did you have any participation in them?
Oh my goodness, Jules Vasquez. Jules Vasquez.
Were you aware of them?
Jules Vasquez.
Were you aware of the freak offs?
So I had nothing to do with Sean Combs' personal life, no interaction. That level, everything was strictly on a professional level.
All right, so there's Shyne. Hey, goddamn, Mr. Vasquez said, man, did you know about the freak offs? Did you get your dick wet too? Hey, brother, chill out. Shoot your shot. Ask your question, I guess. But, yeah, so he said, hey, man, that nigga ruined my motherfucking life, man. I try to defend this guy, and first thing he did was throw me under the bus, railroaded my ass, and saved his own just so he could go open it up to someone else. That's crazy. That's craziness. Okay. They tried to ask him about, you know, the work that they've done since Shyne came home and got his political power out in Belize. And he said, hey, I didn't deny, I forgave him. Right. Which I think, based on whatever his faith may be, that is an integral part. You know, forgiveness is a very big part of faith in many different walks of faith. And, you know, he said, I allowed him to invest into the country. I allowed him to invest into the education of these children. But let's not act like we're friends. Let's not act like we hang out. Let's not act like we take vacations together. We're not buddy-buddy. You know, I allowed him to repay part of his debt, costing me 9-10 years of my life behind walls. Okay? That's what happened. And that's it. That's all. You know? And, you know, when it comes to Diddy's proclivities outside of music, y'all know what I mean. I think Shyne may have been privy to, but I don't know how much Shyne really was involved. I mean, he was only around for like 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not like Diddy treated him as a brother during the time of creating his album. It was just like getting his album together. Once his album was out, shit, that nigga was damn near gone almost immediately. At the height of his fame, that nigga was getting wrapped in fucking handcuffs. And it was sayonara from there. The nigga had to drop an album a few years later from prison cells You know what I'm saying? So whatever he may have known, it had to be somewhat limited because he didn't spend enough time around. He was in the studio, he was in the club, yes. But shit, man, I could see if he had a little bit more freedom, right? But this is going to be an ongoing thing. There's going to be so many updates that come within the next couple months with this Diddy case. I expect this shit to get very messy. I expect some people that might shock us to come out and really lay the motherfucking hammer down on this guy to let some stuff be known. I think this shit is going to get very muddy. And what I find interesting is, what's this lady name? Well, Diddy's assistant. What was this lady's name, man? That white lady. I forget. But she ain't been named in none of this shit. I think she's definitely one of the people cooperating. God damn, I wish I could find her name. Google is my nigga, Miss Christina Coram. Okay? Now remember, Miss Christina Coram, and if y'all remember the video that came out earlier this year when all this lawsuit stuff hit and the raid happened and all that shit. Remember they had that footage of him sitting in the back of his house, like by the pool, and he was looking distraught. She was kind of like on the phone looking sad and shit. Where's she been since then? We've been seeing this nigga pop out. He been popping up in different places, roaming, on some Carmen Sandiego shit. But we ain't seen her with him. We were seeing Stevie J. Stevie J tried to intimidate Lil Rod with his lawsuit. Stevie J, they say that nigga done fleed. They say he done drove off with goddamn Faith Evans' alimony money. And he ain't nowhere to be found after cooperating with the federal investigation. These motherfuckers is getting immunity. Now, let me refresh y'all on this Christina Coram, because there's a new article from International Business Times. They say Christina Coram, Sean Diddy Combs' manipulator-in-chief. She was key part during this period of his sexual crimes when they took place and could hold more secrets. So she's his chief of staff. Sean Diddy Combs' chief of staff may possess critical information regarding his alleged sex crime operations and could potentially serve as a key witness in the extensive federal investigation into these claims. Christina Coram, once referred to as the Ghislaine Maxwell to Diddy's Jeffrey Epstein, has not been accused of any illegal activity or charged with any crimes. However, the criminal indictment against the rapper references several unnamed high-ranking supervisors. Combs, 54, was arrested on Tuesday morning and faces charges of racketeering, trafficking, and transporting people for prostitution. He's entered a plea of not guilty to these charges. And I'm just going to go ahead and put her photo up on the screen real quick, just so y'all know who I'm talking about. Miss Christina Coram. This one. Okay? This the lady that been lockstep with this nigga for years. Okay? Ms. Coram, often referred to as Diddy's manipulator-in-chief, played a key role on his team during the time when his alleged crimes are said to have occurred. If anybody is a gatekeeper, Christina would know everything, a source told the New York Post. She might be cooperative, at least if she's smart. Combs once referred to Coram as his right hand. A civil lawsuit filed by music producer Lil Rod compared her to the infamous Madam Ghislaine Maxwell. Sources earlier told the Daily Mail that at least 5 executives close to Combs were advised to consider their options as shareholders would not shield them if any allegations were surfaced. Coram joined Bad Boy Entertainment in the year of 2013 and later became a manager at Combs Enterprises, which is named all throughout this federal investigation. Her now deleted LinkedIn profile indicates she was appointed as Combs' chief of staff in 2020. So she's been working her way up the ranks, so you know she knows where the bodies are buried and the bones, and probably got some of the dirt under her fingernails. In a 2021 Facebook post, Combs wrote, "She's been my right hand for the last 8 years and has consistently proven to execute and get shit done. Don't know how I'd function without her." And remember, when Diddy tried to solicit Lil Rod for their intimacy, Lil Rod went to her and said, "Hey man, this nigga just came on to me." She saw it and she said, hey, Sean will be Sean. That was a quote in Lil Rod's lawsuit. Sean will be Sean. The indictment claims that the rapper relied on specific employees to facilitate, carry out, and cover up his abuse and his commercial sex ring. The document mentions that these high-ranking supervisors played a role in organizing freak-offs, the term Combs allegedly used to describe drug-fueled sexual performances. In his lawsuit, Lil Rod accused Quorum, along with another employee, Stevie J, of helping to procure individuals for these sessions. And Lil Rod was personally sent out to go procure them as well. He also alleged that Quorum instructed staff to carry a pouch filled with drugs for Combs' personal use. Lil Rod further claimed that the staffer knowingly and intentionally participated in, perpetrated, assisted, supported, facilitated a trafficking venture, and claimed she was instrumental in managing this operation. Combs' legal team dismissed Lil Rod's lawsuit as pure fiction and requested its dismissal. Attorney Erica Wolf previously described the lawsuit as a shameless attempt to create media hype and extract a quick settlement. However, it don't look like bullshit no more. Okay? So that's what we've got on Diddy as of now. And we will have more updates. Like I said, this is going to be an ongoing thing. But damn. Ooh. In other legal news, we've got Nelly under the gun. And Nelly, this is not nothing of the like. This is just for music, all right? So Nelly's being sued by his former group mates, St. Lunatics, for uncredited work on his debut album, Country Grammar, which is, in my opinion, the best of his catalog. Nelly's been sued for copyright infringement over uncredited and unpaid work. St. Lunatics, consisting of Ali Jones, the rapper Ali, Tori Harper, a.k.a. Murphy Lee, the rapper Robert Kiwan, also known as Kiwan, and Lavelle Webb, also known as City Spud, they filed a suit against Nelly yesterday in New York federal court, alleging that he did not properly credit them for their contributions to his breakthrough album that propelled him to the forefront of mainstream music in the early 2000s. The complaint claims that Nelly and St. Lunatics were childhood friends who grew up together in St. Louis and began writing songs together in the mid-90s. Nelly and the St. Lunatics were signed to separate record deals at UMG, with the former planning to release his album first and the latter stating that they substantially contributed writing to this project. Following the release of Country Grammar, St. Lunatics repeatedly contacted Nelly concerning their publishing and writing on the album and were assured they would receive proper credit. But at some point in 2020, they learned that Nelly had allegedly been lying to them and that he had taken full credit for their work. I'm kind of baffled that it took y'all 19 years to figure that out. But who am I? PD Pod, motherfucker. The members of St. Lunatics became aware of their improper crediting after Willie Woods Jr. filed a suit in 2020 demanding royalties for his work on the single Ride With Me. Upon learning that others were not given credit, St. Lunatics explored their legal options and sent a letter to UMG claiming ownership over their work, but were rebuffed by Nelly through his legal representatives. And Ali and Nelly definitely had a big spat in the height of the pandemic. I actually talked about it on this channel, but that was like a year or two ago. They say he never intended on giving them credit. The 8 songs in question include tracks like Batter Up, which was a big record, Steal the Show, and the seminal record Country Grammar that put Nelly on the map, which was a smash hit and peaked at number 7 on the Billboard 200. As reported by Billboard, it's notable that St. Lunatics are filing a copyright infringement suit as opposed to a copyright ownership suit, which has a statute of limitations of 3 years. Nelly's attorneys will likely claim that this suit falls under copyright ownership, which would render the suit invalid. Interesting. With friends like this, who needs enemies, man? If we came together and helped you write your shit, put me in there, baby. Why you gonna take credit from me, bro? We helping you. But Nelly had some powerful advisors. He had people like Jermaine Dupri, who was in his. I'm not saying Jermaine took nothing, but Jermaine Dupri has always been an advisor for Nelly. Kuda Love has always been an advisor for Nelly. If you don't know who Kuda is, he was very closely associated with Mace. He was the one who, I guess, kind of was responsible for finding and bringing him to Bad Boy. And we see how that ended up for Mace. So I can see how this thing went a little astray in the paperwork department, but they didn't know any better, so they didn't know what to look for. I mean, this is back in 2000. So there was not a lot of education about what publishing was or how it works or what you needed to sign or what to expect. This is why it's such a big talking point these days for artists to talk about ownership and having ownership of their work, because so many people in the past just did not know better and got taken advantage of. And I don't see this thing actually working out for them too well, unless they have like some very powerful legal representatives that can like keep badgering with this. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I've watched more than my share of videos from all members of the St. Lunatics, kind of all telling the same story that, hey, we was trying to get the fuck up out of St. Louis. Nelly was, you know, he was the marketable one. When he got on the mic, the ladies was looking at him. When the labels started coming around, they were very much interested in him and his marketability. So we all came together and made it our mission. If he's the one, we're all going to bring our contributions to the table and make this shit work. And Nelly's promise was, I'm going to take care of y'all. Unfortunately, they got a deal separate from Nelly. You know, they wanted Nelly to sign them, you know, so he would be intimately involved in their business dealings. But he threw them out there. They had to get their own deal. They had to deal with Universal separately. And they weren't much of a priority over there at Universal. You know what I'm saying? They tried to pick out Murphy Lee to do his own solo stuff, and that worked for a moment. But we see none of those guys are, you know, in the conversation today. Nelly gets to go out and still perform his classics at festivals and stuff and make his bags. But after a certain point, he stopped bringing them along as well, which, again, was talked about during the pandemic when he said these guys weren't dedicated to the game. He took them on the road for years, allowed them to get show money. But without him, he said, yeah, y'all gonna have to learn how to eat, especially if y'all coming at me crazy. No matter what side of the fence you look at this from, it's just a bad situation. Hopefully they could get this thing figured out. All right. Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an insider, and I will catch y'all on the next one. And while I'm here, before I go, I want to give one big old shout out because I just got this notification. Hold on. Big shout out to Bobby, my boy. Purchase of the Southside Nolan CD. I'm gonna have to get this to you, my boy. I'm gonna have to give this one to you personally because you one of my homies. I'll be seeing you soon. Shout out to everybody for their support, for your support. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
King of my city in cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some batteries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.